Dude, there was literally 64 modes before this one. It's absolutely crazy, dude. I don't even know what the other modes were about, but there were 64 prior to this one, bro. Grant, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that, man. How's my day going? It's been lovely, except for one thing today. I unfortunately, it got the best of me today, but I had another UPS problem, which is the dumbest thing that I'll tell you guys about. It's a two-parter, but I had a dumb UPS problem, and unfortunately, it raised my blood pressure. So, and it was one of those kind of days. But everything else is fine. Everything else is great. How is your days? How is everyone here doing? Increased blood pressure at your age is just death. I know, bro. I see you're still sticking with the Beast Max. I'm looking to order one. I just can't decide between Milky White and Fashion Gray. Ooh. Wait, I don't know if my music will play. How do you guys feel about like going with an all-white mouse? IMO, bro? I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that personally. I think that's asking for trouble. I think you go with gray, bro. If that helps your decision at all, Metallics. I know white is clean, but like, I don't know, man. I'm thinking the opposite will happen and it's just gonna get dirty. Is it like a beige? Okay, if it's like a beige, then I take that back. And the beige would be kind of sick. Also, Peachberry, thank you so much for the tier 1. I really appreciate that. I rock a white mouse, just gotta keep it clean. Do you find yourself wiping it down a lot, Chris? Gray is great, and it goes with a lot of colors. Yeah, it's also very neutral. I agree with that, Peachberry. What's up, chat? And Alex took the day off to relax, ended up golfing at 9, mowing the lawn, and doing a desk cleanup. Love that, Ardang. Honestly, I should have taken the day off too, because from a lot of standpoints, it wasn't busy for me today, but I ended up cleaning a lot today. But I still got a lot of work done. I lubed a lot of switches today, so it was good. It was good. I also Milmaxed the PCB today for burn. That was nice. Overall, pretty solid day. Can't complain. I had an insane hurricane of a morning with work truck breaking down for a while. While getting loaded. Oh shit! And I had to get it pushed by a forklift in neutral and get it towed. That sounds like the whole morning. That sounds like a stacked morning, and then nothing gets accomplished type thing. Do you still have a lot of sockets on hand? I have this many left. I have the short ones, which I don't really use for many projects, only sometimes.
Has it been 1 year already? For reference, it was about the time your sonnet released when I first subbed, and here we are waiting for Manta.
That's been a
Can't
year
wait.
too, eh?
Love
dude,
you,
I'm
dude.
so pumped. So pumped, Vicious. Thank you so much for the 12 months of being here, bro. And then I have about one or two PCB, maybe one PCB's worth of 3305-1s. I'm probably going to have to do a reorder soon, but I don't really have a crap ton of Milmax commissions these days, so I don't think I'm going to order as much as I used to. Unless people want Milmax work done. I do like Milmaxing. I think it's a great way to do your PCBs. What's up, Ad? On the bright side, I got my cream sodas from R&D Kit. Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, I need to get myself another one of those too. Sorted take all your sockets? No, that was a normal amount. The only thing, I haven't soldered your PCB yet, Burn, if you want to see what it looks like right now. The only thing, where is it? I needed to ask you about something before I soldered this. So you know what? Good timing, I'll ask you now. Why can't I flip the... Oh my god, dude. I'm so bad with this. Overmyers, thank you so much for a year as well. Thank you. Burn. The spacebar. I think it's possible for me to solder in both the spacebar configurations. I don't know if you have any interest in running the short 6U1 or whatever this is, but I could technically do it. It's just up to you. Right now it's done for 7U win keyless, but if you want to run that other one, the short win keyless one, then we can make that happen as well. Just let me know. A Hyper 7? I don't know. I've never tried. I think if it has to be desoldered, it's kind of difficult. I can't... Wait, Burn. Can't you still do the blockers with the 7U though? I looked it up. Maybe I'm wrong. Or is it specific to the other one? Either way, nothing's soldered. I can just move them around. I was going to ask you anyways. I just thought it'd be easier to ask you on stream. This keyboard's so... like, the Matrix keyboards, they make it so weird. Okay, so I do have to swap it around. Good to know. I'll do that afterwards. I won't solder the bottom row yet. Alex, let me buy Monarchy material off you. I don't wanna. It's my only one, man. Oh, that'd be a nice set to rerun. I know, super weird, yeah. Can you read my last comment? Let's see what I need to say. And the type of guy who doesn't want to type it twice. Good day, got my Cloudline shipping noti. Also suggestion for smog color? What's smog? Which one's smog again? I don't. For real, for real? Same as gradient? What's gradient again? Even though bro could copy and paste, for real, dude. Thanks again for yesterday's stream, super fun. It was so much fun, Burn. I'm glad you had a good time. All right, so little thing about today's build. We're doing a mode 65. I'm kind of excited because I feel like I haven't done a mode 65 in a while. We're doing husky switches. And then to go along with this, the client asked for a bit of a thockier or deeper build. So it should be fun. Damn, dude. Burn, thank you so much, man. Thank you, dude. Also, Burn, I'm not gonna lie. I pulled out this PCB today, right? And I scratched my head. I put the PCB to the side, and I was like, bro, what did I do with Burn's other Dune 65 PCB? Where did this Matrix PCB come with? I scrolled through our conversation, and I guess we never actually talked about what other PCB it was. But I'm not kidding you, man. For 15 minutes today, I was scrambling through the box trying to figure out where your Dune 65 PCB was. No idea. I had no idea you sent me a Matrix one. No idea until I think I read our Discord conversation or something, but it was so funny. I was scrambling. Dude, I had no clue because in our original build log, it just said other PCB to Milmax, which I just assumed was a Dune. Keyboard Dad, what's up, dude? Husky switches sound great, dude. They're so good. I filmed them too, which is like a new thing for me. Where's my box? Where'd I put it? Oh, here. Wait, I want to show you guys one thing that Wuche sent. I gotta show you this because it's the cutest thing, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But I had to open up and throw away a box from them. So nice.
I feel like since I got a UPS notification that I may have been the source of your headache today.
No, actually, I'll tell you guys about the headache. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. I don't think it was anyone here. It wasn't anyone here's fault, anyways. Look at these cases that Wuche are making now for their switches. Focus, please. Hello? Like, I'm here for this, bro. I'm here for this. Like, okay. I'm down. Yeah, they sent these, and I was like, these are cute, bro. Now I need to buy some of those cases. They're really nice. They screw together. Yeah. Makes me want cotton candy. Yeah, they're cool. I'm excited to try those. These are their new switches. I need to learn more about them, but... Okay, so the UPS thing. Story time before we build. Dude, I have had it up to here with them. Like, I'm not even afraid to... Like, usually I'm kind of like, should I do these? Should I talk? Dude, I'm so frustrated with them. Long story short, about a month and a half ago, I received a package from a client. This was during when UPS still is. I mean, they still do it. But this was during their like super crazy phase with their tariff situation, where they just kind of overcharged everyone, even if it was like marked correctly. Anyways, it was like a $400 bill, Canadian dollars. So it was about 410 something dollars. And long story short, we ended up having to pay it because of some other bullshit that they did, which was they dropped off the package with me, and then they billed us later. So timeline, I got the board back in like beginning of April, or middle of April, let's just say. About a month later, so on May, let's just say 15th, is when I actually got the bill, and I paid it within a few days. And So they sent a snail mail bill, just so you guys know as well. They sent a letter mail bill. I ended up getting an invoice today from UPS, all right? May 26th, I got an invoice saying I owed fucking $29.99 of interest because I paid late. So I went back to look at my other invoice, and the other invoice was due. It didn't even matter. I was gonna, even if I paid it the day that I got it, it was due a week prior to even receiving the letter mail. So I called them. And I said, "Hey man," it was a person on the phone. I was like, "Hey, can I please like have some understanding of why I'm being punished?" You know, and I explained the situation just like I explained to you guys. The person on the phone goes, "When did you pay?" And I'm like, "Well, I paid on the 23rd or 24th. Or sorry, I paid on the 22nd or 23rd or something like that." And she's like, "Well, I have it on my file. You paid 5 days ago." I was like, "Whatever, within the last week." And she's like, "All right, so you paid late." And I felt so unheard, bro. I was like, "Did you not listen to the entire story or something?" And she's like, "Yeah, you owe $29.99. How would you like to pay?" Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I said I wouldn't like to pay. I don't think I'm paying. I think we're gonna escalate this problem a little bit. And we did that. I was on the phone with them for 45 minutes. 45 fucking minutes, dude. Basically, also being berated by the manager of UPS. I wish I fucking recorded this conversation, by the way, because I was being berated by like one of the managers. They were like making fun of me basically for like not understanding what interest is. Bro, then I fucking caught them, bro. All right, let me explain to you guys what exactly happened. I caught them in a fucking their stupid lies. All right. So what happened was, towards the end of the conversation, he kept doing this thing where he was like laughing, and he kept going, "But when did you receive the package?" Because like they're trying to make a point that I received the package, so I have to pay the money. But that was never the issue. The issue was paying the interest. And he kept going, "But when did you receive it?" I'm like, "Dude, I received the package about a month and a half ago." And he's like, "Since you received it, you have to pay the invoice." And I say, "No, man, I never, like, the other thing is you mailed it late. I was never presented with this when you guys dropped it off. This was done late." And I'm like, "Can you agree basically that when, you know, like that's supposed to be a thing?" And then he's just like, "Yeah, but he's like, "You should have paid when you got the package." And he kept wording it like trying to do some like gotcha thing on me. And then he kept going, "You should have got the package." Or, "When did you get the package?" And I'm like, "Dude, I got the package this day." And he's like, "Yeah, so we you know," he's like, we should have charged you. Like, you're the one who paid late." I'm like, "Dude, I was never given the option to pay." He's like, "That's impossible." And that's when I caught him in the lie. I'm like, "What do you mean that's impossible? I literally received a letter mail. And then the only way I could pay late was because you guys sent a letter mail. I was never presented a thing at the door saying, 'Do you want to pay this, yes or no?'" And then he went quiet because he knew he like his bullshit was up. And then he's like, "Yeah, I guess I'll figure out a way to rescind this $29.99. And I'm like, "Bro, I would like this shitty fucking scam shit that they do. I wish I recorded that whole conversation, dude." Because right at the end when I did my little like gotcha thing where he tried to do the gotcha to me, and I'm like, "No, bro, you're making no sense now." I got a story like that. My insurance reset their system, so all their CC info was wiped. So they emailed me saying my payment was late and hit me with a late fee. Dude, fuck that. That's so dumb. But yeah, that was like, it was like maybe not 45 minutes. It was something like 32 minutes of just bullshit back and forth. And like my head was hurting at the end. I'm just like, my blood was boiling. I'm like, dude, what am I even fucking listening to right now, dude? I went to the doctor, paid cash until I got a bill in the mail, emailed them to kiss my ass. Stop scamming people. Dude, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, like, right now, I've pretty much already told clients and just everyone that I know, like, I'm probably not doing anything via UPS anymore, unless it's specifically requested and the client's okay with it. But, like, I wasn't about to pay the $30. $30 is a lot of money for nothing. So, all right, I would have told him to get off the porch by the second sentence, or get off my porch by the second sentence. Dude, it was infuriating. Like, I had such a bad afternoon because of that. But other than that, we're good. We're just gonna do keyboard stuff and hang out now. All right, let's see what we're doing. Oh yeah, they put it like this. It's okay. We'll put this towards the side for now. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just put them in here just so they have a place to sit for now. What the fuck? No, they packed it like this. Honestly, guys, what's the difference between this and a GMK tray? Be real with me. What's the difference?
I would endure a whole process for you, Alex.
Dude, thank you so much. I like how, dude, I love how TTS didn't even want to say the word UPS. I fucking enjoy that so much. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. What's up, Boney? How you doing, man?
Damn, dude.
Thank you, JQ. Appreciate the 5 tier 1s, man. What do we got here? Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, this is, unfortunately, this, like, dude, I have to say, these little I think this is 105 or whatever. I would probably actually avoid shipping with those. A few times now. This is a few times where it's leaked through. Even if it's in a little plastic bag. They're unfortunately not the best things to ship with. But luckily, this should just wipe right off. I'll have to use some special... Oh, no, actually, it's just wiping right off. Perfect. The beard looking so good. Thank you. I need a shave. All right, so we got a black 65. Sweet. I think I'm just going to grab the PCB first. So, again, our thing today is as thocky as possible. I ordered my Solaris. Ooh, which one did you get, Derbs? Also, again, JQ, bro, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Some other news. I'll have some more details about the Manta soon. I don't have an exact day for you guys, but we're hoping to... Oh, no, you're not activating. My iPhone thought I said Siri. But we'll have some more information very, very soon. Hopefully we can get the ball rolling because we have... Like, we've tested about 4 builds so far. Technically 5 because I did one more kind of on the side just to test things. And we're getting the hot swap PCBs very, very soon as well. Actually, I don't need this either. But hopefully we can get the ball rolling with it. Any date on your NK switches? I think Novel Keys is on Memorial Day right now, so I didn't really get to talk to Mike. Also, yeah, I guess Happy Memorial. Do people say that? I don't really know what Memorial Day really is. I should educate myself. It's still Memorial Day, right? That's today, right? I had to throw away so many GMK boxes and keycaps. They were just piling up everywhere. Or keycap boxes. Yeah, they do that. They do tend to do that. It's when you put your boat in the water here. That's about it. Federal holiday in the States for honoring and mourning. Oh, it's kind of like Remembrance Day then. Ah, we have ours. Ours is called Remembrance Day, and then it's in November. This is going to be a very fun build today. Very thocky. I'm excited. Very excited. Alright, let's prep our stabs. What is Labor Day then? I don't know what that is. I just know I'm getting a holiday today. Is it a paid holiday then? I always get them confused every day. I don't know what Labor Day is either. I don't know actually. Do we celebrate Labor Day here in Canada? What do you say for Remembrance Day? Honestly, nothing. We wear for us here. I don't think I've ever said anything like Happy Remembrance Day. We wear poppies, on Remembrance Day, or at least like the date closing up to Remembrance Day, and the poppy is to mourn fallen soldiers and that kind of stuff. So we wear that, and that's kind of our symbolism of the day. And then I believe it's been a little while, but I still do it. You take about 10 minutes, or some people take a minute of silence on Remembrance Day. I forget the actual time you're supposed to do it, though. I just kind of do it whenever. I'm not really out anymore, so I don't really do things. I prefer the creamier and thockier sound, so that means I'll always have to go with PBT. Not always. You can get that kind of sound profile with GMK. Very, very possible. And we're doing a 6.25U today, so to match the keycaps we're doing here. All right. What are these? Are these the top clip-in? I haven't used this yet. This is my first time using this. Wait, how do these work? Do these clip into the How do these work? They're PCB mounted, but they clip into something else. Interesting. Huh. I'm curious. Let's lube one and try. I actually haven't used these yet. I believe it's a wedge thing. Yeah, I think I understand how it works. It looks pretty much identical, but they clip in somewhere else? Or they slide in via the top to lock the clip? Interesting. How new is this? Are these considered AP? They are considered AP still, so we're going to do 205 everywhere. I heard it's got less wobble. Have you tried them yet, Jeff, or not yet? I mean, it's definitely interesting. I have not. I don't really buy a whole lot of TX stabs, so I personally haven't felt the need to. Type Plus stabs all the way for me. They're very good. Honestly, TX can be really good, but you just got to lube them very lightly. Type Plus clip-ins when? That would be sweet. I don't know, are they still doing that? I thought they said they were going to do that soon-ish. That would be sweet, though. I would be very down for that. So with AP stabs, I strongly recommend just doing 205. Anything too thick with this, and it'll sound kind of clogged up. Kat, someone actually asked me that today. I would say that mode keycaps, I have a write-up on them on my website if you kind of want to know all my thoughts. They're nice, but the spacebar still has that glassy kind of spacebar. I do like the alphas. Ultimately, they're probably going to hold up a little bit better than just a full ABS when it comes to some shine. But it's a bit of a different sound profile, to be honest. Is the modern keyboard community just switching over to magnetic switches? Interesting question, Nando. I don't think so. But I think that's probably a better question for everyone here to answer as well. I think it would be a bit disingenuous maybe to say people are switching over, like, with cash in hand. I think there's still a huge want for doing regular MX stuff. So then these just go slide down here. How does this work? Oh, that is neat. Wait, that's kind of sick. Does that interfere with the plate at all? I wonder. Or does this get clipped in afterwards? Hold on, I want to see. Because I feel like those would interfere with the plate. I guess not. Maybe not. Wait, that's kind of... Oh, wait, this is the wrong way now. This is kind of sick. It can interfere? I think we're good, though. I don't think these are going to interfere. Oh, wait, this is the wrong area anyways. I have it in the wrong spot. Let's do this correctly just to double check. Ooh, my stomach. Probably should do these afterwards then. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. Very, very cool. That was a quick response from Benny here. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of people... the tech for magnetic switches are really cool. But I think there's also like a subdivision of people who just don't care for that kind of tech. Like, it doesn't do anything for anyone. Like, I enjoy it. I still use I'm using a magnetic Hall effect switch for my gaming system there. And I think it's pretty valid. It's pretty cool. But would I use one for working on? Absolutely not. I do not like them really for working on. They just don't feel very good to work on. So for me, I still much prefer my mechanical keyboard for doing emails and stuff. I can't bring myself to like magnetic switches. Thankfully, I love my cheap Akko V3 creamy purple Pro switches. I'm even more afraid to try the bobas or anything expensive. How much are bobas right now? The front height, I just couldn't do. Oh, for... Which one? Sorry? Are we talking about Hall effect stuff? I know, I'm kind of intruding on your conversation right now, Boney. Gonna do a very light coat of this. I tried Hall effects and I still suck at Apex. I mean, there's definitely that thought that a lot of people have, which is like, if I buy pro equipment, I will be pro, which I think is the reason why a lot of people get into a lot of these things. But there are some interesting arguments to be made from that side of the fence as well. Alex, thoughts on the HE topic every stream? It's the new thing, Shiba. Everyone's been really liking Hall effect these days. And I gotta admit, it's a lot of fun. But it is definitely becoming very, very mainstream. Like, a lot of people have been very curious about it, which is really cool. I was so excited for the Key Cult Zero. It's a nice board, but the front height turns me off every time to use it every day. It wasn't crazy high, was it? I don't remember it being stupid high. I actually still use mine. I love it. I like it a little bit more than, believe it or not, my TKL. I couldn't care less even for gaming. It's just handy to have for gaming. That's why I like it. I feel like the inputs feel really good for gaming on the Hall effect versus the mechanical keyboard. Even if I'm on a spring and switch, I really like for that. But it's not like I'm by no means, I don't think I'm performing better in a game. Oh, I need to do these. What am I doing here? I'm too old for these newfangled games. I like playing PvP stuff. It's fun. It's competitive. Gets you going, but it is what it is. Damn, 6. Dude, that's expensive actually. That feels like way too expensive for 10 pieces of U4Ts. That's crazy. I use my Wooting HE 88% of the time for gaming. Once I pick up a mode keyboard, there's a huge difference. Nice having both. Yeah, I think I'm with you there, dude. I feel kind of spoiled being able to choose one or the other for doing like work or playing games. But it's definitely like a huge difference going from one keyboard to another. Unless you're already a pro or you feel like you have the ability to be one, Hall effect to me is nothing but novel and something you'd probably experience in like 2 or 3 games. Or once every 2 or 3 games. I would actually say maybe even less. I'm of the opinion, and don't get me wrong, I actually really like Hall effect switches, but my critical opinion on Hall effect is if you're the average Joe, like the average person using Hall effect stuff, I would argue that the first time you set it up, it's going to be really cool. You can set it up. You may find some use out of profiles and switching between certain actuation distances and all that for certain games. I did that. I have right now. Are you sure my stomach? Dude, my stomach's going crazy right now. I did that. I still don't. I don't do it as much as I thought I would. I thought I would switch between profiles for games, but half the times I fucking forget. And then when I play a new game, I just don't care about, switching. So it really is situational for me. Oh gosh, my throat's been killing me. I definitely need to go to the doctor. I think I have postnasal drip from allergies or something. But I've had it for a little while now, and I think it's getting a little out of hand because I can feel it. Random question, but what's your preferred method of brewing coffee? I really like brewing coffee with my Chemex. If I had to pick one, though, as of recent, dude, I've been loving the mocha pot. I think the mocha pot's kind of won me over just a little bit. Past that, I have, Alpha Tenkai, one of the viewers here, was kind enough to put me onto this. I don't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like the idea of a V60. It's just a different model of a different brand. But that is, I think if I had to pick one outside of the mocha pot, that is my absolute favorite. It only does like 1 or 2 cups, but fuck, I don't remember what it's called now. I wish Alpha was here, man. Thank you so much, Lane. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. The mocha pot's easy to use. And it produces some pretty nice strong coffee that you can use for like some drinks. And you don't really need, to invest like you would on a espresso machine. Listen, I'm also not made of money, and I look at some of the espresso machines, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy. I have a V60 as well. Like, I have some of the smaller devices that I thought was fun to pick up. I don't really use my V60 as much as I thought I was going to use it. Ollie, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that, man. That's very, very, very kind of you, dude. Dude, Metallics, ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. Honestly, if I had to redo it all again, and I know there's going to be a few people in here being like, how fucking dare you, Alex? Honestly, if I had the space, I'd get an espresso as well. I had an espresso at one of my friend's house, and it was really good, and I enjoyed it. I know what a good coffee tastes like because I've made some really good coffees, but dude, I am not a snob when it comes to that stuff. If it saves me a few minutes in the morning, I'd rather have one of those, but we just don't have the counter space. Which one's that one there, Sven? That sounds really familiar for some weird reason. I would love a nice espresso machine. I use a French press, but most of the mornings I use my Mookmaster for my convenience. Dude, I would love, like, I don't know if you are in the same boat as me, but dude, an espresso machine just doesn't make sense counter space wise for me. We don't really have like a coffee bar, so. Dual boiler from Rocket, the one with the touch display on the side. Can you send me a link? I think I'm thinking of the wrong thing, and now I'm kind of curious. I want to see this thing. 2.5K for my pure espresso setup was worth it? Yeah, they're expensive, dude. That is, coffee was a hobby I thought I could dabble in. Here's the key word. I thought I could dabble in coffee. I'm like, yeah, coffee's like a fun one. I can pick up some different beans and like grind them and try different things. And then I realized a lot of recipes that I probably would prefer use espresso. And then you look down the espresso machine rabbit hole, and it's a totally different rabbit hole from the other stuff. So, I think that I had to bow out. And I was like, I'm just going to stick with pour over because this is like cheaper. Fancy beans go through my AeroPress. I love the AeroPress too. It's really simple. It's That's why I like it though. Encore and a bunch of cheap, weird brewers make me happy. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at with the whole situation too. I don't really mind. Since we're using foam, I'm going to leave the standoffs. They're really not going to do much if I leave the standoffs here. Actually, you know what? Should we do... What's the idea here? We want Thaki? I maybe think we should go with... I kind of feel like we should do PE sheet. I think the idea here is to go like very, very Thaki. Want some of the estimated date for Manta GB for budgeting reasons? Maybe in the next few months. I don't have an exact day for the Manta or an exact month. We're trying to speed it along. We're trying to get the green light for everything so we can run the project, but I don't have an exact firm date. Hopefully we can announce that like pretty soon. You have time though, Boney. You have time. I appreciate it, even if you're saving up now, man. All right, let's actually get the foam from the package here. I think we should do PE sheet. If the idea is Thaki. Thaki and creamy is my cup of tea. Honestly, I enjoy it too. I ain't even gonna front right now. I do enjoy a Thaki keyboard every now and then. Which way does this go? This way? This way. Oh, they put actual pull tabs on this now. God bless. Finally. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach right now. Don't ask. It's just angry at me. It's like fed and everything, bro. I don't understand it, dude. There's a time and place for Thaki sometimes. I agree. Nah, I would be honest with you guys. If I had to use the washroom, I'd get up. I think it's just me digesting. To be honest though, I did have a lot of milk today, just because I was experimenting. Actually, if you guys want to hear about coffee journeys, I was experimenting with ow, why is this fucking headphone making a loud squealing noise? Okay, chill. What the fuck, Apple? I was experimenting with Nespresso Gold today, which is an instant coffee that I picked up for like $8. I got like a 200-gram bottle of it, and dude, it's pretty good. Speaking of coffee, so I was experimenting with that a little bit, and I had probably shouldn't have drank all that coffee or that milk. Not that I'm lactose or anything, but it does sometimes make my stomach feel a little bit like unsettled. Nespresso Gold bangs? Dude, I was impressed, man. It tasted really good. I don't think it's like an everyday drink for sure, but dude, I was impressed. Question. On the limited Manta version you mentioned a while back that will be sold on your site specifically, will that one there be raffle based? It'll be first come, first serve. And I'll list it kind of whenever. There's going to be like no firm day on when I'm going to list that. It might be listed with everything else. It might be listed like after. I'm just going to be kind of random with it because honestly, you know, it is what it is. Does it go this way? There's not going to be a whole lot, and I'm still waiting to see if we can even do those. All right, I don't know what's going on with this. Are these finally giving out on me? Okay. It's like hissing at me. Maybe I have to reset them. Let me put it back on the charger. Weird. No, it's not going to be red. I'll tell you guys that much. The goal on the limited one is to do something fun to the weight and also do a unique color that I like. So if you guys know what I like, it'll be something in that realm. No. It's not going to be a bright color. At least not that I know of. Maybe my mind will change. Man, I really hope my headphones didn't die. I have a backup pair, so my old Apple headphones. Which way does this go? Down. These are husky switches. Oh, I forgot to do the build command. I'm sorry, Jeff. But they're huskies. From Kinetic Labs, I believe. Maybe a stone patina? Actually, I mean, that's a really good guess. I don't think it's going to be a stone patina, though, because we already have the pumice stone color. And I think that's like I don't want to overdo it with that particular colorway. Got super determined out of nowhere last night and made a whole spreadsheet to track my purchases and income. Love that, Tat. Hell yes. I've always had a problem with spending too much and feel the consequences afterwards. So being able to visualize better how a purchase would affect me has been so nice. That is absolutely fucking amazing, by the way. That is the shit I'm talking about. I love that, dude. I was the exact same way. And you know what? If it makes you guys feel a little bit better too, me and my girlfriend literally do that every month. We sit down, even though I sometimes, like, I'm be real, sometimes I hate doing it because it's not always fun. It's not a fun conversation. But we sit down and we try to figure out what our next moves are. My parents were pretty stoked as well. I mean, dude, that's like a very adult thing to do. But this is on swap, so if it's wrong, it's wrong. It's gonna be olive green patina. Maybe not. You know what, Annette? Don't spoil things. I'm not sure. It's not a sure thing. Would personally say it would be best not to do it after, just because someone isn't able to grab the limited one but still wants to buy a Manta. Oh, well, it's gonna be an open group buy, Lost. So my thought process was, if I don't do it right away within the first like hour of the launch, just so people don't buy out of like panic, I was thinking doing it like a few hours after type thing. Like that's what I kind of mean by it. But I'll do it within the first like day, and then people, if they get it or don't get it, they can make their decision if they still want a Manta anyways. But yeah, should be fun. Should be really, really fun. I plan to do some really cool stuff for the special edition ones. Assuming we do those. We still don't know. And then I think also the vendor list is complete now. I just gotta talk to Bowl about that one last time to confirm, and then confirm with one last vendor. But can you kiss my 2 minute? What the fuck? Huh? When are we playing Tarkov again, you silly goose? Honestly, maybe soon. If I happen to get on tonight, I will shoot you a DM. I don't know if I'm gonna play games tonight though. I started a new anime. I kind of want to watch that. But dude, I think you'll be impressed, Boney. I've gotten decent at the game. Well, not really, but I've gotten a little bit better. What anime? Oh, that's a great question. It is. Shangri-La Frontier. That's the one I'm watching. I've been really liking that one there. I don't know. I got hooked on it last night, and I am like dead set on watching more of that today. So it's gas, is it? I think I'm like 4 episodes in. I'm loving it so far. Something about it makes me happy. The end of season 1 is crazy. Oh hell yes, dude. The show is good? Sweet. I picked a good one then. I was just like, dude, you know, it was like 10 o'clock yesterday, and I was like, fuck it. I really want chips. And when I have potato chips, I gotta watch something. And I was like, you know what, man? I paid for this 1 month of Crunchyroll. I'm gonna use it. So I watched that. Dude, Alex, I'm a huge Star Wars guy, but haven't liked much of the new stuff Disney has done. I got into the older Legends books and older lore. Finally gave Andor a shot, and I'm in love. Thanks for pushing me to watch it. Derbs, I'm really glad you liked Andor. It's legitimately, like, even outside of the Star Wars universe, I think it's one of my favorite pieces of media that has come out recently. It's actually good. The cover made me think it was one of those meme isekai animes. Is it considered isekai? Isn't isekai, I mean, I totally get what you're saying though, Jintai. Is isekai when they go in the game and they get like stuck in the game type thing? Because this, I don't think this one here is considered isekai. I think he's just playing a game for funsies. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Is isekai that? No, I don't remember. Andor's a rare Disney Plus hit? Yes, I agree, dude. And every anime isekai if you think hard enough. Don't do that to me, bro. But Jintai, yes, I've been really, really enjoying it. And when I say I've been really enjoying it, last night was really fun to watch it for like almost 2 hours before I conked out. A non-Earth world, basically. Oh, so this is not considered isekai. I probably would say this is just like a little different, I suppose. Different world? I mean, technically it is a different world because they're in a game. Does that count? This particular one's being kind of weird. I finally had to throw away all my GMK boxes. What made you do it, monster? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was giving my GMK boxes the stare down today because I was like, bro, I don't want you here anymore. So I might have to pull the trigger on some plastic boxes today because one of my GMK boxes, legitimately, I picked it up and it just like crumbled. So I might have to get rid of them too. Dude, they just kind of like fall apart. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't last very long. At least mine haven't. Some of them have been like a year-ish, but some of them like after a year and a half, they've just been like crumbling. All of mine are still good for now. Maybe it's because I use mine so much. Like I take them in and out for putting them on keyboards. Yeah, the ones on my exclamation point kit are the ones I use. There are nicer ones, but you know what? For the price point, like there's some really fancy ones if you have the money. I like these ones. Aren't they supposed to kind of fall apart? I guess so. I mean, I think the answer is technically yes, but I mean, it is kind of an inconvenience when you're like, you buy this and you want to store your keycaps when you're not using them or something, and then they kind of crumble apart, and then what do? You end up buying more plastic. So, I'd be fine if it was like a paper tray that lasted a while. You know? Like, I'd be super down for that. But I think a lot of us have been in the same boat for a while now, where we would just prefer if we didn't have to replace this. This is going to be a really fun build, I think. I hate drop keycaps because the packaging is so nice, but I get a lot less plastic. But I get going plastic. Wait, what happened? But I get going plastic less? What do you mean by that, Durs? Oh, like plastic less. I get what you're saying. Never mind. I'm just reading that totally different than it should be read. So you don't eat what comes out of the boxes? Didn't Teja take a bite of the box, like for realsies? Didn't he take a little nibble? It's because it's made of potato, right? These packages are really cute for this. Extra keycaps going in there. Okay, I don't know if I'll use this one for now, though. We'll see. I don't know if I want to go that much foam. Let's actually try putting these on, too. Although I don't think we need them, but we'll give them a go. Oops. Okay. Thought maybe this would be a little easier to put in, but Yeah, I don't think I can put all of these in, actually. These won't fit everywhere. I think this is really only meant for certain areas. Huh. Do these not interfere with the keycaps? I guess we'll find out. They sit rather high. This is way simpler to do, though. Are you going to do that thing to take up the standoffs? No, I'm probably going to screw in the standoffs here. If it was solder, I'd say yes, but no, I'm going to leave the standoffs here on this one. You probably won't even, well, not you probably, I know for a fact you're not going to notice it much with the foam. And I'd rather not destroy the PCB just to remove them. What are these? These are top clip-ins. This is my first time using these, by the way. I don't think solder even has standoffs, do they? I think they used to have the standoffs. I'm pretty positive. Or maybe you're right, maybe they don't. But this is a foam build anyways, so. I have no quarrels with keeping them on because you probably won't even feel them or hear them. Like you won't notice it much. All right. Although, I am seeing a small problem with this particular stab, so let me fix that really quick. This got dislodged a little bit. Hey Alex, are there any hot swap PCBs that work with the derivative? That I'm not sure. I don't know. Do they offer one where you from JJW, or do you have to just Milmax it? I'm not exactly positive on that. By the way, if you guys ever do want, this is me pitching my own stuff here, which I rarely get to do, but if you guys do want Milmax services, I do offer those too. So if you guys have a PCB, an old PCB, or even a new PCB that you want to transform into a nicer version of Hot Swap, in my humble opinion, then shoot me an email. All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. Okay, let's get the case out. Actually, you know what? I do want to test this. I feel like maybe I should have checked beforehand, but... Oh no, these are fine. They don't interfere at all. Okay. I was worried they would interfere or something. Only the Z PCB? Oh, really? Or only the Z solder one? Oh, okay. Did they make a Z hot swap? I'm honestly not sure. Human Milmaxing. What is Scrubs talking about right now? What is... Huh? What's Scrubs going on about? Oh goodness is all I gotta say, dude. Oh goodness. All right. Let's open this thing up. Should I do the weight first? I think that's easier, right? Let's grab this. Let Scrubs cook? Really? I ain't much of a chef, I'll be honest. I mean... You know what's really weird though? Someone mentioned ear piercings. Bro, I have tattoos, right? And tattoos don't freak me out or anything. But getting a piercing freaks me out. Why is this? Thank you. Getting a piercing though, I probably will never do. I'm too freaked out. Like, I don't think I could ever do it. It's weird. Like, the idea of a singular needle scares me more than the idea of a needle going real fast. So, I don't know, man. This is not what I want. Where is the screws? Oh, are these it? Huh? Oh, right here. Any kind of body modification freaks me out. Even tattoos? I mean, honestly, tattoos make sense to freak people out. They're kind of freaky. I get that. I really, really do. Now, which bit do I need for this? This is the countersunk screws. So, these ones. One. Would you ever get a milky yellow tattooed on your arm? I would love to get a keyboard tattoo, but these tattoos are about 12 years old. So the ones on my arm right now, I think my girlfriend says this too, but she says I should probably touch these up before I even get more. I mean, they are faded. You guys maybe not be able to tell on camera, but they are a little faded. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do for a next tattoo. I want more. I've always wanted more. I think I've just not, like, I've kind of lost the itch to get more. Like, I know I want more, but I don't have the itch to go and do it, which is strange to say, but. A manta tattoo? That'd be fun. Tattoo Greg. That was blocked, thankfully. It's hard to improve on perfect. Oh my god, Scrubs, please, dude. Don't make me blush right now, bro. Don't do it. This guy. Alright, so next up we have this that gets slotted into this guy. And then I need a screwdriver. We're doing 2 more of these. Make a tattoo and frame on your body Tim putting his foot on the PCB. I will get a if someone ever wants to give me $1.5 million, I will tattoo Tim somewhere on my body. So if someone has money, if someone wants to bankroll me right now, bro, I'll do it. I'll get it done. I'll do a nice little tattoo of Tim Keyless. Billionaires in chat pull up. I will politely decline your offer. What about 100 million Argentinian? How much is that worth? We can start a GoFundMe. Yeah, I'll do one. I'll just do 1.5 Canadian. It doesn't have to be USD. All right. I don't know how much that translates into United States dollars, but I'm sure it's not as much. So if someone ever wants to, man, and someone likes Tim's content, actually, if someone wants to, I'll do that. You know what I mean? I'll get it done. Come on, jeez, that was actually frustrating me. Didn't want to roll out there. Tim was not streamless the other day. I'm kind of sad. I missed his streams. I don't know. I didn't even know he was gonna stream again, man. He doesn't tell me anything anymore. He doesn't really like me. He quit Tarkov because of me too. He said he had nothing to do in the game. Like, wanna hang out with your friend much? Come on, man. 1.5 million Zimbabwe dollars coming your way? Hey, yo. No, we specified CAD. We had to do CAD. I don't think you're telling the truth right now. What gave that away? Did something in particular give that away? Oh, come on. There we go. Alex, what's it like being the best Tarkov player in the world? Bro, I wish. I struggle in parts of that game, man. Although, I have to admit, though, I play kind of slow when I play by myself. I don't know why. When I play with other people, I get a little greedy and aggressive. But by myself, I play really slow. I only had one stupid death the other day. But I don't think I've actually like had like a bad string of raids in a while. My stupid death was I was playing Shoreline and I had a good raid. Like I killed the goons. I killed basically like 4 or 5. I'm playing PvE by the way. 4 or 5 PMCs. One of them had like a really good set of armor that I wanted to take out of the raid. And I went to the pier to go extract, and that takes 30 seconds. Went to the pier, and I cleared all the PMCs. I cleared the building. There was nobody in that area, so I went to the pier and I alt tabbed because it takes 30 seconds. And I was like, I don't want to sit through 30-second timer. Alt tab, and as I alt tab, like the moment I hit alt tab, I hear running, so I alt tab back in. And then the game started stuttering a little bit because I was alt tabbing and I played in full screen. And it was Partisan, so one of the bosses just completely mowed me down while I was extracting. So I was pretty bummed. Was indeed pretty sad. Speaking of, what the? Have you perchance tried them? Which one's that, Scrubs? I don't even know what that is. But I think my game right now, guys, like I'm not even kidding you, dude. I've been loving the shit out of that new mode on Overwatch. That new mode on Overwatch is super fun. The stubby steps. No, I haven't tried those yet. There's so many new switches, man. It's hard to keep up with those. All right. Okay, I'm not going to put the bottom foam in. This is easy to open. I'm not going to put it in yet because I feel like it's going to completely drown out the sound of our keyboard. Or maybe I should. Maybe we should just go full foam. You know what? We can just take it out. If it doesn't sound super, super good, I'll take it out. Let's go full foam. Full send or nothing here. Or nothing. Okay, I don't think we need any other screws. The idea is to go with something deep. And you know what? We don't really get to build too many deep sounding keyboards, so too many switches, the Type R's, and immediately Scrubs makes me want to try stubby stems. Dude, the Type R's are legitimately one of the coolest like tactiles, one of the nicest tactiles I've tried in a little while. I do like them, they're real good. Alright, let's do full. I still very much prefer the full gaskets on this board. The full lattice blocks. I think that's the move. I'm really liking them. I switched from my baby... Oh, dude, you did. That's crazy. The baby kangaroos are pretty good, too. It's kind of wild you did that. Am I... Oh, there's one and there's two. Perfect. Got them both. The Type R does remind me of stubby stems. They're similar. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll have to give those a go too, man. I'm so out of the loop on switches. Dude, I'm in this hobby all the time. I put this in the wrong area. I'm in this hobby, dude, and honestly, I get lost with switches. Even myself, I tend to get a little lost. Sometimes it don't make sense. You get a little confused, you know? Friction fit these bad boys in. Oh wait, no. Did I put these in the wrong way? No, I did put these in the right way. What the hell am I doing? For some reason, like, did I put this upside down? We're doing full foam. Everything foam on this bad boy today. Everything foam. I thought it would be kind of fun to do. Actually, let's do it like this. And also because the client requested Thocky, and they trusted me. They put their trust in me to deliver on that. And you know what? I've done a few builds for people who want that sound signature, and I tend to do I tend to email them afterwards being like, is this what you want? And every person has always been like full foam, full send it up with that at the end. So we're going to do it like that this time. Is this a proto PCB? Should just be a regular PCB. Why, is there proto PCBs for this? Should just be regular. Why did I get that email? I've been getting this email from Amazon saying I have a free ebook, but I don't want their ebook. Leave me alone. If we're gonna go with Thocky, we gotta use Key Geeks. Oh, dude, that would be an insane combination. But I think Huskies are also pretty deep. To be fair, I think they're a pretty deep switch. Okay, I'm gonna use my own bit for this because this bit scares the living shit out of me. Oh, it's the wrong bit. Picked up the wrong one from the pile. The little ghost switches were really fun. Burns keyboard yesterday, the Dune was insane, dude. I loved it. Super, super awesome. Gently remove these screws so we don't scratch anything. Why is there so much dust? All right, now that these are put in, we can move on to the next step. Actually, let me just triple check the PCB is okay, and I plugged everything in okay. It is a Torx head, yeah. We're good. Perfect. Let's put away some stuff. My only complaint with Key Geek is the factory lubing. It seems to be a mixed bag. I actually spoke to a few people after Burns stream yesterday. Some people told me their experience with the new Key Geek seems to be exactly what I thought, which was we had a really good batch and then we had a so-so batch. And it seems like it's kind of all over the place. So just like many other brands right now, unfortunately, the stock lubing just ain't hitting. Seems to be a little of a common trend, I'd say, right now. Which is fair. I mean, like, there's no way to hit. I don't think there's been a brand yet who's made like the most consistent of the lubing. I think HMX and SWK have gotten pretty close. Especially HMX as of recently. They've gotten pretty damn close. All right, let's get the accent out of the box. What is that? What is this accent? Is this just pure stealthy build here? I'm for this, if it is. I think this is just the Black Mirror, which is honestly, I'm here for this. The Black Mirror finish. Oh. Yeah, this is a nice one. The only thing is opening this. How many good budget keys I've gotten? Dude, for 4H, there are too many, I'd even say. It makes the choice paralysis kind of too crazy. You just want to see that. My hands are dry as fuck right now, so there's no fingerprints, obviously. But look how sick this looks. Look at this. It's such... Dude, I love modes, PVDing and mirror finishes. They turn out so good. Oh, that does look nice and stealthy on that. That actually is such a nice combo. Would you rather a Forever 65 for 450 or the Solaris? They're both amazing boards. Honestly, I would just pick up the Solaris. I feel like 450 is a lot in my mind right now. So, no, we have the client's keycaps that they sent over. Remember, guys? What set is this anyway? I actually don't know. Is this, any idea on the set here, guys? I don't actually know. I'm not, like, super keen on... Like, I don't know what every set is. Is it hammered head? I mean, that would make sense. You know, I might have to remove those things. They are causing some weird interference with the caps. So wait, what the fuck are the point of these top clip-ins then? These are terrible. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did it exactly the way they showed it here. Are they supposed to go in more? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Maybe I'm supposed to push them in even more? No, they don't really go down anymore. No, they're impacting... Unless I'm supposed... I mean, they show that they get pointed outwards. So unless I'm supposed to move them this way? That still makes no sense. No, we don't have to restab anything. But they still clip in fine. These are just to help secure it. I think they're supposed to go in this way. So they work this way. Okay, I guess we have to turn them the other way around. Honestly, I'm just going to ditch these. I think even Shindo just said that. I don't think I'm going to use these. They're not going to do much. I'm going to take them out. I hate to say this, because I feel like I'm so critical of TX stabs. Was this necessary? Like, cutting them if there's interference? Bro, what? Why, though? They recommend cutting them? Then why even put them in the fucking box? Oh my god, dude. That is so dumb. The little nub? That is so stupid. Oh god, dude. Listen, I don't think they're bad by any stretch of the imagination here. Also, I think... Did we get sent the wrong stuff here? Uh-oh. I think maybe the client... Maybe they wanted 7U, but they sent us the wrong spacebar. Because they didn't specify. Or they sent us... Did they send us the wrong spacebar? They did. Okay, I will clarify with the client, because this is an easy move, because it is hot swap. But I think maybe they sent us the wrong thing. So, I am going to grab some different bottom row here, and we'll just mix match. We'll do a mix match day. I think they wanted wedges that were easier to put in. I would... Oh no, we got the other ones here. Perfect. I would also argue that they're not... as easy to put in. I feel like these are just as difficult. I don't know. Listen, I think if anything requires you to trim something, I think it's stupid. Like, my other hot take, not so much a hot take, and I think even, like, remember that Norbauer heavy, or whatever it was called? I think it was a beautiful board, but the fact that I had to go and trim and file down the plate that it came with, and that's, like, part of the recommended things you do, to me, it didn't feel premium anymore. Like, the moment I have to start fucking sawing down on things or trimming things or clipping things, it suddenly loses its premium appeal. Unless the idea is you're doing something that's going to be a bit more like DIY and you're purposely going out of your way to do that, then sure. But for me, it lost a lot of its appeal. And don't get me wrong, I really like that. Actually, I think that particular board that I did for that client that one time is kind of what actually made me pull the trigger on a few HHKB things. It really, really made me pull the trigger on that, but... Oh, it's the wrong thing here. But yeah. Wiping thermal paste off this new CPU cooler last night. Shit would not line up. Had to loosen it and wiggle it around. Which one did you get? Dude, I'm telling you, I have not... Little computer talk right now. I got a Noctua. I haven't had a non-AIO, like all-in-one, in a long time. I've always gone for like 240 mil radiators or whatever the size is, and I haven't gone for just a standard air cooler for a long time. I made the switch last year to air cooler, and I'm telling you guys, I'm never going back to all-in-ones. Like, again, this is coming from I built a lot of computers. I'm not a computer expert, but I built a lot for friends and family, and I used to be really into it. But yeah, dude, I'm never going back. Not only does it look I didn't take a nice picture. I want to, maybe I'll go air it out tonight. I need to go dust it out. Gotta take some nice pictures of that. It's a cool build I made. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of copied someone on YouTube, but... I already really like this. Honestly, air coolers does the job, and good as AIO if you don't have any headaches with loops and shit. Dude, I just have always had problems. Like little micro problems with my all-in-ones. My last all-in-one was fine. But I always felt like, I'm like, why are my temps always too high? But yeah, it was nice. It was a nice change. Really nice change going to just going to a standard air cooler. Like, now I want to go clean my PC out and take some pictures. I'm gonna do that because I think we maybe still have some light outside. Maybe, I don't know. Do that after stream. Mine worked for about 7 years. Yeah, mine had some my last one had some pretty decent lifespan. I didn't like the temps I got out of it. Never did. I don't think this is PBT. This looks like GMK. I'm pretty sure this is GMK anyways. Is this supposed to be the entry key? I'm not too positive. I feel like I'm missing a few keys here. I think I might be missing a few. Am I? I don't really know what all these... I thought, okay, these are arrow keys. I think. Yeah, okay, these are arrow keys. This goes here. Oh my god, my stomach is hating me today, bro. What did I do to you, bro? Chill. 8. Finally back to my desktop? Hell yeah, dude. Am I missing things? Oh yeah, I'm missing something for this side. Alright. Yeah, I'm missing a few keycaps. This is tab. Let me have page up, page down. I think the client sent me the wrong 2 keys for over here. So, and then we didn't build it wrong, we just have the wrong mods they sent us. They sent us the larger mods here. There's not a lot I can really do right now. So, just to complete the build, I'm going to stick 2 random keycaps on this. That's okay, it happens. I think this client sent the wrong spacebar for the mods. I don't think so, because they sent over these mods, but they sent over these 2 by accident. I think it was supposed to be this. But these are 1.25U. So I think they meant this, but accidentally sent this. Yeah. So let's just grab, I know they're gonna be different colors. Don't worry about it. I don't really have anything close to it. You know what? I just dropped a keycap. Oh my god. Oh wait, are they gonna be... you know what? This is actually pretty close. I take it back. This is decently close. Honestly, you can't even tell. That's there too. Kind of close. Okay, so let's give this a little go now. Actually, let me take a look at the build one more time. Okay, now I got some fingerprints on it, but dude, I love the mirror finish on this. The 65 is still a really pretty keyboard. The mirror finish on this accent makes the keyboard to me. That is such a pretty mirror finish on this. Oh, did I put the 1U in there by accident? You're right, I did. Let's go grab that for the client in case I forget. Literally right here. Look at this, dude. I love that. So nice. Even the ring. I think this board's gorgeous, dude. I've been liking the blacked out keyboards, man. So, I love the way this sounds right now. But I do think it's a bit stiff. You know, it's not terrible. I kind of want to get rid of the foam underneath. But I'm going to leave that up to I guess maybe we can go back and forth. Actually, you know, it's not super stiff. It's soft-ish. Like, it has some softness to it. I guess I just know what this board sounds like with no foam underneath. I think the Huskies pair very well with this. The only other mod I might do for the client, because I'm going to speak to them, is I think I might want to tape mod this for them, and if they want that really deep sound signature. But I do want to also try a different spacebar here. Let's try... Huskies are really nice, yeah. The Huskies were filmed, and I lubed the springs and the stems. So I did some tuning to these bad boys. Hello? You want to come out of your hot swap socket here, or what's going on, buddy? There we go. I do want to try a blue cheese switch. Where are all my blue cheese switches? Maybe we can hook this person up with a blue cheese switch for this. I'm curious. I would say kind of basically the same. I think the foam is really doing most of the talking here. Although, I don't mind it with the blue cheese on the spacebar. It has a different feeling too. The Huskies are long pull, yeah. The Huskies are nice. They have really good springs in them too. love it, to be honest. It does sound really nice. The only other thing, like I said, I don't really want to do it right now just because I want to double check. But I might want to triple check with, what's it called? Oh my god, I'm forgetting what I'm trying to say here. I want to double check with the client and put a tape mod maybe. If they want to get a little bit more like deep and thoughtful. Now add kinetic sand. Bro, is kinetic sand, isn't that conductive? Or am I tripping? Love the sound profile. Yeah, we don't really get to do these very often. I'm always happy when we get to do stuff like this. Which keycap sets are these that you mixed? I didn't actually mix much, but these two are from Voyage, and the rest of this I believe is considered Hammerhead. But honestly, I'm not even sure if this is Hammerhead. Did Hammerhead have these icon mods? Are we sure? Oh, wrong button. Is it Kikobo Abyss? Oh, it is Abyss. Oh. You're right, it is Abyss. This is actually pretty close to Hammerhead. They do feel like ABS. That's why I thought they were GMK. I know tape works as a low pass filter. Is it true Cork can work as more of a mid pass? Some people have said that. Some people say Cork does get rid of some of the nasty mid tones if you're not into that. But I think it really depends on the keyboard, the switch, how you mod things. I don't think it's like a fix-all. I think it's a modifier if you have the right sound profile to modify. You know what I mean? If it lines up. Dude, MTN, I don't have an MTNU set like readily available right now, but it would be pretty sick on this too. You tune the spacebar ever so slightly later. CRP would be really nice on this too. What do you think of silicone as a way to mute sounds in 2025? To be honest, I kind of miss the sound of that. Here's my thing, right? I don't think silicone's very good. I think silicone is too harsh in most cases. But I think there's other ways to do it. And I think if you were to do a, for example, not just a slab of silicone, but if you were to break it up and maybe put different heights and variations and just, you know, make it so it isn't just a giant slab of silicone, I think it could be cool as a modifier. And what I mean by that is, for example, like when we open any of the more modern boards, like they have kind of like those step ridges on the aluminum. Imagine kind of doing that to the silicone, or leaving gaps in the silicone so it's partly aluminum, so it passes through to some of the aluminum bottom, and then, you know, part of the silicone. So it could help with that, so it's not just hitting silicone and bouncing back. But I think silicone, to me, was always just too harsh of a modifier, and it never sounded super great. The other modifier that was really popular, I tried to get into it, but was awful, was sorbethane, which I would argue is almost like silicone. Maybe even worse. Sorbethane was a nasty modifier. I don't know why that was so popular, but it just completely kills the sound of your keyboard. Like, there's nothing left after you put sorbethane in there. And then I think the other big popular one back in the day was doing like resin pores or something on the bottom of keyboards. Never tried that, but I think that also from the sound tests I've heard also made things like overly flat. But I mean, to each their own. It's all preference at the end of the day. Resin pores were a thing. Yeah, was it resin or was it silicone pores or something like that? It was like you made your own silicone thing at the bottom. I don't know. Never did it. Steel balls. Didn't Hippio do that? I think Hippio did steel balls, no? I mean, dude, good on him from trying different stuff. You never know what's going to hit, right? That's part of the experiment thing. It was silicone, you're right. It wasn't resin. Resin would be too crazy. Resin would be wild, bro. Yeah, I think there are some interesting ways that people could go about it. Like, it would just not have to be one flat material. You know what I mean? Hippio stole the metal ball idea from Scott. Oh, really? I don't know. I don't know all the drama. I did in my iDiebow back in 2019. Oh, you did the silicone pour? Did it turn out good? Fine line between steel balls and balls of steel. Very close, but they sound very different. What? What are we talking about right now? I'm a little lost. I'm getting a little... I don't know what we're doing. Okay, guys. I gotta say something. Good takes. Thanks for sharing. Anytime. Anytime at all, dude. So, tomorrow is gonna be... what are we building tomorrow? Let me see quick. The Yunzi keyboard. So tomorrow's gonna be an interesting one. We're taking a look at a budget keyboard. I've been asked a lot to take, people really like the Yunzi stuff, and last time I looked at one of the Yunzi boards, I was actually pleasantly surprised, so we're gonna be modding that. We'll be fully taking it apart and putting our own switches. Then, I actually had to move around some streams for next week. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get to the... Oh no, we are. The Parabolica's next week. But this week is also an Onyx, a Rin 60 from Kibu, the Lila, or Lila, is it Lila, Lila? And then the Lily. And then next week is the Ori 65, which I am pumped up for. The Zoom Dyna, which actually looks pretty interesting. The Parabolica and the 21XX. 21XX will be on the 6th. I am not prepared for that keyboard. I am kind of nervous to do the 21XX. I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen during that stream? That's a big board. That's all I got to say. I don't think I'm doing that keyboard. Who's running that again? No one's ever messaged me about that particular one, unless they put me down for that. But I don't know. No one's even talked to me about it. So, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to do it in the future, but I don't know. I don't really know, dude. Do you have any keycaps for a 21X? I have many different keycaps. We can just like make an amalgamation of different things. It'll be like an abomination of random stuff. Dude, what is going on? I think I just need to take like an antacid or something. I'm just gassy right now. That's it. My stomach is not happy. If the new Zoom board doesn't suck, I'll give 10 subs. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm really hoping it doesn't, dude. Do you guys hear that? Maybe I'm hungry, man. Maybe I just didn't eat enough food. Because I'm kind of feeling like I'm hungry now. Maybe I'm just hungry, bro. We had leftovers. And it was like a little bit of pasta and a little bit of fish. So, hangry? I'm not. The thing is, I'm not. Actually, today I didn't really eat a crap ton of food. Today I just had a little bit. But I've been up since 6 a.m. today. So, Alex's, dude, this guy has to use my full fucking name, Alexander. Okay, you know what, Annette? All right, guys, let's go find someone to raid. I also need to figure out what's going on with my other headphone right now, so maybe I'll just do that really quick. Dude, pizza sounds so fucking good right now, dude. I really want a pizza. All right, talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you to our client for letting us build this. I think I'm going to do a bit of modifications to this. See what they want to fine-tune it to, but let's see. Who is online? You know what? Let's just go read our Dash Ducks. You guys have a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow. Also, what's up, Mag? How you doing? I will see you guys tomorrow, and if I don't get to see you guys tomorrow, then you guys were having a great one. Better have a great one. What's happening? I'm done building the board, so we're gonna be we have a lot. By the way, guys, there is 6 streams this week. Maybe even 7, because I might have to do an extra one on Saturday. We're literally streaming every single day, so there's going to be keyboards every day, plus a co-working stream. So it is a lot of content this week. I know. All right, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Why do these streams always end after you finish building the board? I actually don't know. They just kind of do. I'm done the board and I have to clean up. Honestly, okay, we have a few minutes. The reason I like 1.5 hours to 2 hour streams. I feel like that's the perfect amount of time. Sometimes it goes longer depending on the keyboard build, but anything longer than 2 hours, and I feel like it kind of pushes everyone's kind of like you know, everyone's buttons there, and everyone kind of gets bored and leaves. Need more yapping? You know what? Tomorrow we'll yap a lot, all right? Tomorrow we'll do a lot of yapping. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Love you guys, and see ya. Bye, everyone.